I didn't realize how creepy this story was until I was telling it to my friends. Honestly, I was more worried about my dog than I realized how creepy this was. For a little context, I have a 3-year-old German Shepherd. She is the sweetest dog in the world. Never has barked at the door, at a person. Hell, even when she sees another dog, she just gets excited and whines. I worry about other people having the wrong idea about her because of her breed. It's my biggest irrational fear that someone will take her away because she's too aggressive. Bully breeds just have a bad reputation here. Now, we go hiking a lot. It's the only place I let her walk without a leash, depending on the hike, and I can relax. We usually go in secluded places so no one can complain. The hikers we do see are always a little more experienced, and so they usually see all kinds of dogs and greet her with kindness. It is important to mention that Carrie, my dog, always walks in front of me. She just gets excited to smell everything and runs like 10 feet ahead of me, looks back to see if I'm okay, and then when I catch up, she keeps going. This is important for later. Now, the area we went to had 2 different hikes. One was popular and the other one wasn't, since it was a bit harder. That is the hike Carrie and I took. It has a very narrow path only fitting one person. And there were small bushes and grass on the sides. Now, of course, that was perfect for me and Carrie, so I put my headphones in, listening to soft music, still being able to hear it around me if something were to happen. After we did a few hours of hiking, we decided to go back down. Carrie was walking ahead of me and suddenly stopped in her tracks. I pulled a headphone out asking her, "What?" And her hackles went up her spine. That spooked me because I was thinking skinwalkers or a Wendigo after hearing all the stories from B-Busta and Corp's husband. So I gave her a gentle nudge and a push after convincing her to go. She held her hackles up, glanced back at a spot, and after 10 minutes, she and I forgot about it. It was a somewhat steep way down, and I hadn't seen anyone else on the hike. So it startled me a little when all of a sudden I hear someone suddenly behind me. They were an older couple in their 50s, maybe, with some good hiking wear. I know that they suddenly appearing after not seeing anyone for almost a few hours should have raised a flag, a red flag, but I just gave them a polite smile and continued forward. They didn't offer me a smile in return and just both kept a blank face. I started to think it was weird how Carrie growled earlier until I heard what sounded like bushes moving and sticks breaking. So I looked back behind me to see the couple was significantly closer to me and they were walking next to each other. The husband was walking on the grass through some bushes with his arm linked to his wife. They had the same blank expression and their walking was somehow in sync. They both held a walking stick in their free hands, which was also in sync at how and when they moved. It made me uncomfortable. How I wasn't able to hear them come closer until they were uncomfortably close to me. And so I took out my headphones. I saw a skinny 15-foot tree and wondered, what, they walked past that since the husband would be walking towards that? I looked back again to see them, and they moved diagonally, shuffled to their left until they were past the tree and went back to their previous position, and was all in a rhythm. Thinking about that freaks me out, that they did that while keeping the same blank face, and was just staring me down. At the time, I just thought maybe they were supporting each other. But when they did that, Carrie heard them because of the shuffling, and she was having none of it. Carrie pushed past me and stood right in front of them. They both stopped suddenly, and the wife did this odd dramatic The woman in distress gasped. She leaned on her husband, dropping her walking stick. Now, Carrie surprised me because her hackles went up again and gave her a huge shepherd's bark and bared her big teeth at them. They took a step back, arms still linked, and the wife acted like she was so surprised she had passed out on them. In that moment, I panicked that they would report me for having an aggressive dog, so I grabbed her and pulled her back. "I'm sorry, she's a good dog. She's just..." Carrie interrupts me by letting out this scary growl with her white teeth bared and now pinning her ears back, giving a few more big barks. Now this startled the wife enough to stop pretending to be fainted. Husband took more steps back, keeping his arm linked to the woman's. Again I said, "I'm so sorry," and I yanked Carrie in front of me and forced her to go. Now Carrie refused to be in front of me going down the hill, so I let her walk behind me, but I had to keep calling her so she could stop growling at the sight of them. They didn't move a muscle, and when we didn't see them anymore, I ran towards the parking lot. And we finally reached the parking lot. Carrie forgot all about that and had greeted other people at the parking lot as well as we passed them. I actually waited there for about 20 minutes to see if they would come down, and they never did. I had never seen a dog actually bare its teeth at a person or act that way, let alone my own dog. Now, I laughed about the only time she ever barked with an older couple, but my friends thought that they'd been waiting in the bushes, possibly not maybe seeing my dog Carrie or underestimating Carrie somehow. Maybe they were waiting to attack me or wanted to creep me out, but regardless of their intention, I'm extremely grateful for Carrie. Maybe she possibly saved me that day. Now and every time we go hiking, I don't put headphones in anymore and will trust her judgment. And for the couple that came too close to me, let's not meet again. And if we do, well, I hope you'll like to see my dog again too.